Welcome to the third part of our trip to the Monastery of the Holy Virgin Mary, El-Sourian, Wadi Natrun, Egypt. The Virgin Mary Church. The Church of the Virgin Mary has a reliquary which contains Saint Yahniskama body in a separate small tube and another 12 saints relics in another big one, as it has a compartment which has the saints' bodies. And there is a monumental icon for the Virgin Mary and another one for Saint Ephraim El-Souriani. There is a marble stone which is attached to the wall of the first choir door. There is an inscription in 23 lines in Coptic telling that Saint Yahniskama was dead in 24th of Kiyaht, while his Grace Bishop Cosman was an abbot of Alexandria bishops. There is a very important fresco for the Virgin Mary holding Christ on her left leg, which is the only icon like that. It dates back to the 9th century, and it has also the Magi and their names. A fresco of Damianos, the 25th patriarch, and there is a fresco of his two disciples, Saint Episantius and Saint Abakir, on the left side. Their identity could be established by the inscriptions on either side of their hands and their attributes, as there is another fresco of Saint Luke and Barnabas on the other side, who their identity could be known by Coptic inscriptions. A fresco of Saint James Minor and another saint adoring the cross. This fresco is on the eastern wall of the northern choir and arched doorway. Although half of the total surface is lost, there is the Coptic text referring to Saint James. Both saints are represented in a gesture of praying or adoration. There are 4 different simple painted crosses are discovered from the 7th century. The third choir. This choir is separated from the first one by the aforementioned door, which is a big wooden door, separates the second and the third choir. This door is located in front of the door of symbols, as it looks like it, and it is composed of 4 leaves. Each leaf has 6 panels of ivory. It has Syrian inscription says that it's date back to 926 to 927 AD. It has 6 rows. The first row has 4 icons, and the other 3 rows have different forms for the cross. This choir is larger in size and has a unique icons and frescoes. painted in highly performed style of art. Some researches and conservation have been done by the French Institute for Oriental Archaeology on its frescoes 1985 to 1990, and ended up funding one of the most beautiful paintings on the dome of this choir and some other frescoes, such as the Annunciation Amidst Four Prophets fresco that is located in the western semi-dome. This fresco is recently discovered, and it is representing a beautiful icon of the Annunciation amidst four prophets. The right side of Saint Mary shows the prophets Isaiah and Moses with the burning bush above his head. On the left side of the Archangel Gabriel, the two other prophets, Ezekiel and Daniel, at the extremity of this side. Each prophet holding a scroll in which a verse from his prophecy is written in Coptic, referring to the Old Testament text from both prophets Ezekiel and Daniel that proved the incarnation and the perpetual virginity of Saint Mary. The Three Patriarch fresco, which has Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob holding children who referred to the saint spirits in paradise. It's dated back to the 10th century. The third choir is very wide and it's based on huge pillars. This choir has a marble basin that was used to wash the people's legs 3 times per year in some specific occasions by the monks. And there is a semi-vault at the end of the church which has a door that leads to the ancient refectory, where the monks were used to gather together every week to enjoy the weekly agabi after the liturgy. The third choir has a monumental compartment on its left side, which has 3 wooden icons, 2 for the Virgin Mary and 1 for Saint Ephraim El-Sourian. The third choir has also Saint Bishoy Cave, which is placed in the western aisle of the nave. It is one of the most interesting monuments in this monastery, as it dates back to the 4th century. A narrow and low passage leads to Saint Bishoy's private cave, which is said to have been joined to Saint Bishoy's monastery by an underground path. Saint Bishoy got used to withdraw to this place to enjoy quiet prayers far from the visitors. There is a piece of chain to which he tied his hair to avoid falling asleep during his vigil prayers in the top of the cave, and Jesus Christ has appeared to him several times in it.